Good morning, dear children. Hope all of you are fine. So today we are going to continue with the chapter tissue. So today we will learn about the ligaments and the tendons. So what are the ligaments? The ligaments are those connective tissues which are fibrous in nature and flexible also, that will help in connecting the bones at the joints. That means the bones will be connected to each other with the help of these ligaments. Now tendons. What are tendons? Tendons are the fibrous connective tissues which will help to attach the skeletal to the bones. The skeletal muscles will be attached to the bones with the help of the tendons. Now children, we will know about the next type of connective tissue, which is the blood. Now children, the blood is the fluid connective tissue because the main component of the blood is water. That is why it is considered as fluid connective tissue or liquid connective tissue. Okay, and it does not offer any kind of mechanical support to other tissues. Rather, it has some other special functions like it helps in the carriage of the oxygen gas, carbon dioxide gas. It also helps in regulating the temperature of the body, and it also helps in transporting various nutrients, respiratory gases and water also to different parts of the body. Now what it is made up of? It is made up of different components like the platelets, the various blood cells are present like the red blood cells and the white blood cells, and the main liquid component is the plasma. Other than that, blood also helps in maintaining the water balance in the body, and also it helps to maintain the constant pH. What is pH? That means the alkalinity or the acidity of the medium that is maintained by the blood. Where will you find blood? You know that the blood is found flowing through the various blood vessels. That means the veins, the arteries and the capillaries. And these blood vessels are spread throughout our body. Now we will know about the lymph. The lymph is a clear, transparent fluid like blood, but it is not blood. It is something different from blood, and it contains much lesser quantity of proteins. And these red blood cells, white blood cells, all these are absent in the lymph. So it is clear and transparent fluid like substance. And where will you find the lymph? The lymphs are found in the lymphatic vessels which are spread throughout the body. And this lymphatic system is totally different from the blood circular system. Now what are the functions of lymph? We will know that. The functions of the lymph, they help in absorption of the fat soluble vitamins, transportation of digested fat. That means the fat, after the fat has been digested, it will be transported through the lymph. It also helps to boost up our immune system by destroying various wastes. That means it will improve the immunity, and the dead cells, toxins, pathogens and cancer cells, all these will be destroyed. It also helps in filtering the harmful foreign harmful particles and pathogens from the body. So basically this lymph is very much associated with the immune system of our body, and it also helps in removing various waste products, excess fluid from the interstitial spaces of the tissues. So these are the functions of the limbs that you have to know. Now children, we will know about the next type of tissue, that is the muscular tissue. Muscular tissue, as you all know, that these are basically made up of muscle fibers, and the cells are elongated in shape. These cells are made up of two types of contractile proteins, the myosin and the actin. And these myosin and the actin will actually help in the shortening or the elongation of the muscle cells. Now according to their location, function and structure, the muscular tissues are categorized into three basic types. So we will know about the three kinds of muscular tissues. The first type is the striated muscles, also known as the skeletal or the striped muscles. Now these are basically made up of what? Long unbranched fibers and multinucleate cells. That means the cells have many nuclei. These muscle fibers also have a very special characteristic, that they have light and dark bands or striations on them, for which that is the reason why they are known as the striated muscles. Now these muscles are voluntary in nature. That means you can move these muscles according to your own will. That is why these muscles are also known as voluntary muscles. Where will you find them? You will find them in the legs, arms, neck, back. That means whichever part of the body you can move on your own, in those portions of the body you will find the striated muscles. Now we will know about the next type of muscular tissue, that is the unstriated muscles, also known as the unstriped or the smooth muscles. So these muscles have no striations on them and they are basically smooth. That is why they are called smooth muscles. And the speciality of these muscles is that you cannot move these muscles according to your own wish. That means they are involuntary in action. They will move on their own automatically and you cannot move them according to your own wish. And these muscles are made up of cells which are spindle shaped. That means tapering at both the ends and wide at the middle. Where will you find them? You will find these unstriated muscles in the internal organs of the body, like the alimentary canal, also known as the digestive tract, the uterus and the urinary bladder, and also the various blood vessel walls. So you will find the unstriated muscles in these parts of the body. Now we will know about the next type of muscle, that is the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is only found in the heart and nowhere else in the body, and its speciality is that it will keep working from the time of birth till the time of death. That means it will not stop working at all. This is the speciality of cardiac muscles, and it is also not controlled by us. It will just work on its own. And the cells of the cardiac muscles, they have a single nucleus and they are often branched in nature. The individual cells will be connected via desmosomes. These desmosomes are actually structures that will attach to adjacent cells by protein plaques. And they are also connected to each other by gap junctions. Now these intercellular connections can be seen under the microscope as the spatial dark bands, which are called the intercalated discs. Now these cardiac muscles are present only in the heart, as I told you, and they will help in the pumping of the blood to the different parts of the body. So today, up to this, learn the various kinds of muscles and also learn about the tendon and the ligaments. Have a nice time, everyone.